Okay, hello and welcome in. I hope you're all are well. I am hoping so let me figure out the microphone. As you come in and let me know what you're working on, I would love to find out. Let me see. Okay, so I think my mic could be working. It just doesn't look like it's picking up very much, so I'm not sure. So if you're coming in and I seem a little low, then let me know so I can turn the volume up. I've tried that. I'm not really sure where my other microphone is currently. It's been a minute. I'm a little rusty, so I apologize. I apologize a lot. But welcome. Welcome to my little crafting oasis. If you're new here, my name is Kim, and I have been a huge yarn lover for many years now. Hello, Kay. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy, what is this? Monday. Happy Monday. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Yes, it is cold. Device. Where's the device that shows me the weather? Wait a minute. It's on my wrist. So currently, where's my weather app? I think it's like, it says it's 57 on that thing, but that's not right because it's 31. It's 31, but I think the feels like is a lot colder because it's so stinking windy outside. Like you may hear it howling as the wind goes around the shed because of the way the shed angle is. Frozen there, 12 inches, single digits till the end of the week. We had a good bit of snowflakes today. They did not stick because it was not cold enough on the surface temperature. But there was like times when it was just like Snowmageddon and then it would just stop, which was very sad. But they say that more snow could be on the way. So I'm kind of very excited about that. All right. I see some new people coming in. Hi, Dee. Let me find. I've been meaning to try to update my little book of names. So as people come in, I want to make sure I have your name. Where is that book? I'm not sure where my notebook went. I may just have to get a piece of paper. Like it was like right here, but we built a desk and we put some shelves on the wall since the last time I recorded. So things are very different and I don't know where anything is. It's just very problematic. So we're just going to find a notebook. And I'm just going to start a new list. And we're going to go from there. Because why not? Get a pen. Alrighty. Okay, so let's see. I do not have StreamYard anymore. I deleted the StreamYard app since the whole debacle with them charging me. And honestly, I haven't had time to look into what I want to do with it. I guess I just need to use the free version. I don't know. I'm just kind of aggravated at them. And so I don't want to mess with them anymore. So I don't know if I can like put a message on screen right now because I don't have that ability. So I apologize until that gets fixed. We do still have Nightbot. So he's still being very Nightbody and saying things. It's really bothering me that I don't know where my notebook is with people's names in it. It's probably on that cart. The cart that I need to go through. I don't know if y'all can see that cart. You can kind of see it right there. That's currently the catch-all while I was doing this thing on this wall. So it's a hot mess. Howdy. Okay, so what do we have working on? I didn't know if it was thunder or a plane. It was a squirrel raid. VJ. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lefty Crochet and Mara Knits is in here. Quilty Crocheters in here. Michelle, I think I greeted you. Knit Pearl Hunter with Granny D. VJ's Crochet. Kay's Crochet Heaven. And I don't want to miss anyone. So if I miss you, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Look, I completed an object. I haven't even showed. I actually recorded some footage for a video back in December, the day after Christmas. And I've been editing that today, so hopefully I'll get that up tomorrow or the next day. But right after that, we literally left out and went on a weekend retreat with our youth kids. There was like 40 6th through 12th graders, and we were like in the woods. It was a lot of fun. It was only a weekend thing, but I didn't get to do anything because of that. Because we came on a Monday. And I don't know if you are like me, but anytime I do some kind of vacation thing and I come home like on a weird weekday, like my whole week is just really off. So that was interesting. Since the last time we talked, my mother-in-law has had a pacemaker put in. So that went well. That's interesting as well. But yeah, so this is a recent finished object. And this is a pattern. It's a free pattern. There is a YouTube tutorial for it. So I'm going to drop that down for you guys. I did go ahead and post the post on Monday for the free patterns. And I've been posting them even though I haven't been putting up videos. So if you missed any of those, make sure you check out my community tab. Because every Monday I try to put up at least 3 to 4 to 6 patterns that may entice you to craft, knitting, or crochet. So hope you have been enjoying those. So this hat is, let me find the video so I can copy and paste it down, is the Easy Crochet by Hey Carrie. And I'm going to drop that. So this is at Hey Carrie. And this is her easy braided beanie. It's a crochet pattern. And I like it. It's very unique construction. You have like these little braided cables that go up it. I like it. I like it. I haven't figured out how much yarn I used yet. We can do that. I did use some not Homespun House. What is this? Lion Brand Heartland. Sorry, I've got like crazy allergies going on. If I can't breathe. And I used a total of 102 grams. So let's see what that equates to. Before I do that, I'm going to catch up on the chat because it's moving. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. VJ brought the joke about the squirrel raid. Lefty Crochet Marinette said I frogged a multi-stranded blanket on January the 1st, and I'm still winding up the yarn. Oh, that's no fun. Also cast on a blanket and a shawl. Interesting. And D and VJ are talking. Nightbot's talking. Not been out. Modot hadn't even oh. We don't even have people that come plow our roads when it snows. So when it snows just like an inch, Alabama just shuts down and nothing happens. So at least you have the possibility when it snows to get out and about. We don't have that. We just have, may the force be with you. And then people just kind of go about their thing. So I'm going to, I think I figured out the other day how to do this, how to share my screen. Share screen. Voila. Wow, that's snazzy. I learn something new every day. So the braided beanie hat, I used the Badlands colorway. And since I know, I'm just going to weigh the hat itself. And I just use a kitchen scale. I think this is an Aldi. It's my favorite one to use to weigh things. And I always put it on grams. Okay, apparently it just died on me. Okay, there it goes. Never a dull moment here. Never a dull moment. So I used 100 grams exactly. Is that right? No way. 100 grams exactly. So what I do to make it easy, since I already keep all my yarn stored in a Ravelry, I just have to click where it says stash right here in the middle of the screen. And then I can go to adjust quantity. And then I can type in that this braided hat used 100 grams. And it does all the math for me. And just confirm. And then I now know that this bit that I have left over is 72.4 grams, or 72.4 yards and 41 grams. And that's what I have left in my stash. So I'll find the label, because I don't know where it is right now, and I'll wrap it around this, and then I'll stick it over in the scrap bin for the worsted weight acrylic yarns. And this hat, I've already sewed the ends in, so I just have to give it a little wash, and then it's actually going to be donated. So it'll be going off into its own little world. Okay, let's see where we are. Nightbot has got problems again with some kind of alias. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know. Hello, Alicia's Handmade Items. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hello, MDL. How are you? Yeah, I have some more of these. I really want to work through my stash this year. So the only, I'm not going to lie. I bought yarn. I bought yarn for Christmas, but it was a really stressful November through December. And like, I don't know who put it up, but someone put up a post on their Facebook and it said, the way to make it through a hard time is to have a package coming. And so, I did that. Will it add the yarn used to the project page if you do the calculate? Yes, it does. So since I already have, the project page created, and every time I create a project page, I go ahead and attach my yarn that I'm using to that, because I have all of my yarn stashed into Ravelry and linked with photos. If you don't have a photo on it, it makes it a little bit harder to attach it for whatever reason. So if you put a photo on it, it makes it a lot easier to find it when you go to add that yarn to the project. But now for my project, I finished this already. I finished this next day. It's attached to it. And so you can actually see the yarn that you used, and you can see, I'll just put that down there. I used 176.8 yards, which is 100 grams of that. And it lets me know that I have 0.7 skeins left. And then I can also still click on that. And when I click on that yarn, anytime I use that yarn in a project, it's going to show up here. So if I use one yarn 10 times in a project, it's going to link all 10 projects. Love that feature. Love it, love it, love it. Dun, 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 dun. There's no picture? Can you not see the picture of the... Can you see me right now? Lefty Crochet Mirror Knit says she can't see me right now. Can you not see me? Can you not see me? I'm here. I don't know why you can't see me. But that's how that. So then when you go to your projects, even if you put that you finish it, you have to go in and move this to finish, or it won't put it in your finish section. I don't know if y'all can hear that land howling right now. That is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But now it moved it to my finished area. And after I wash it, I'll get a better photo of it and stick it on its little project page. When you went to the project page, okay. Oh, did it come? It's back. Okay, I'm sorry. So let me say that again. Apparently, the interwebs was a little slow in my process. So once you go to your yarn page and you adjust the quantity on the yarn page, then I'll show on that. They'll also have any project associated with that yarn at the bottom. So as soon as I create a project page, I go ahead and scroll down to use stash yarn, and I'll type in the yarn that I'm adding. So if you have photos, it will pull them up. I've noticed that if you don't have a photo attached to your yarn, sometimes it doesn't pull it up, so it makes it a little bit harder. But this, what did I say what this was? Heartland. So if I do a search for my other Heartlands and I want to add other colors, I can just add those straight here, and they'll automatically link those to my page as well. And then you can see exactly how much yardage you used in this project on this project page. So this one used 176.8 and 100 grams. I'm sorry, I was confused on how I went blank. Okay, hello Kristen Quinn, how are you? Welcome in. So that's how I like to do Ravelry. So going back to my community tab, I wonder if I can share. Can I share my own YouTube thing? I don't even know. I guess so. Well, going back to my page, if you look at my page, there is a community. I don't want to like pull up different YouTube screens because I'll probably wind up closing the stream. So we're not going to do that. I'm a little rusty. I don't want to like end the stream. If you go to my actual channel page, my community tab, yesterday I shared some free pattern links for some Scrapalicious projects. And what I'm going to do is drop that link here so y'all can see that. But on that, I shared 4 patterns yesterday. 2 of the crochet ones, the one's a C2C scrappy, but the one below that log cabin scrappy crochet blanket, did y'all see how pretty that is? Like, it is amazing. I love that thing so much. I actually started one. Well, I started a nugget of one. We'll say that. So there's some that I love this yarn. I'm thinking about making one with that because I have a lot of it and I really want to go through a lot of yarn this year. I'm not trying to buy yarn anymore this year. The yarn, I say that. The only yarn I'm getting this year is going to be from my Yarnable Club because I really like the Yarnable Club. I have a whole nother bag to open that I will be recording this weekend opening, and the video that I'm editing right now has the November and December club on it. And then I did partake just a little bit in the Hobie Christmas sale, and I did partake in my yearly Miss Bab sale, and that is just because I literally buy yarn from Miss Bab's Yarn every year on Christmas Day, and I have since 2013. So that's the only new yarn that I had that come into the studio. And I haven't opened the Bab's yarn and I haven't opened the Hobie yarn yet. So I'll be recording that this week because it's cold and my husband can't work. So that means I actually get to come out here and I don't have to go sit with my mother-in-law and watch her, which I don't mind doing that. But I just can't ever record. So that's that. So that is that. But my goal is to really go through and focus and use a lot of the yarn I have. And I want to do a bunch of big scrapalicious things. Like I just want to do all the scraps. Or even use skeins that maybe are not half used, but still do scrappy projects with them. Especially the acrylic, just to kind of get it through and get it out, if that makes sense. And I still haven't even worked on my crochet Christmas blanket that I started a while back. So, let's see. Dee says, be right back. Time to brew more tea. I was actually thinking about brewing some too. I think I got some water in my pot. I may have to plug it up in a minute. I do not get notifications about community pages. Yeah, I know. But I just try to put them up there just so that, I mean, I know there's different ways people can get patterns. And a lot of people make the videos talking about the patterns, but I don't have that time to sit down and record those, unfortunately. So this is a way that I can still interact with you guys and get something out for you to enjoy and still do all the things I need to do in the real world. So it's been very beneficial for me to have it that way, and I like it. I like it. And honestly, I just hate Facebook. Like, I hate Facebook so much lately. I feel like it's just kind of just become this walking ad for AI and stolen content. And I don't like to spend any time on there at all. I mean, I have a Facebook group, and that's about as much Facebook as I do these days. I don't do the Instagram hardly anymore. I definitely don't do whatever Instagram's little brother, sister, aunt, uncle thing is, the little @ sign, because that is just, I think that has become nothing but fake content. And I'm just so over the fakeness of everything. I'm just over it. Like, one person will put something on the what is the Instagram's little baby cousins thing called? I can't remember. But somebody will put something on there and they'll get like comments or people responding. So 4 or 5 people will just copy and paste the post so they can get comments. Like, I don't know if I'm just getting too old. I'm just like, threads. Yes, thank you. I'm like, why? Like, create something on your own, people. You can do it. So I'm just over threads. It's been a very emotional roller coaster the last couple of months. Over fakeness. I'm over it. But yeah. Hello, Bear. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a very good day. But I have been doing some Scrapalicious projects. And I don't have my little thing in here that has all of them in here. But I have been, for whatever reason, I haven't had the best focus to things with Memo. But I did manage to get the hat done, so that's good. And then I've been making me some little Christmas trees. And I shared that pattern a while back on the community tab. I thought I had one of my completed trees in here. I do. So way back when on the tab, let me see what date that was. It was sometime around Christmas when I was trying to get y'all to inspire y'all to make some Christmas trees or something. Here we go, 3 weeks ago. I'm going to copy and paste that. So this has the link to the little thing I'm about to show you. Don't you hate when you start typing and then you realize you're not even got the cursor in the typing field, so nothing is happening? It's just like laughing at you. Yeah, that's my Monday. Okay, so there's that post. So that post has the link to the pattern for this. So I shared that with you guys, and I'm like looking for little cute trees, and I was like, I'm going to make a whole bunch of cute trees. So that's what I've been doing. So this is one of my cutesy little trees. Isn't it a darling? Darling. This is some scrappy yarn. I don't even remember what this is from. Actually, I do. This is some apple yarns. This is left over from Project. It was a shawl that I did. It looks like stained glass. Breathe and Hope shawl by Casablanca. So this is yarn left over from this shawl. I don't know why it's not. I know it's going to be a delay, I think. It should pop me up in a second. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me actually click on. No. It's left over from that shawl. You're just going to have to take my word. I can't click on a photo for whatever reason because the interweb's being crazy. For Apple Fiber Studio Macintosh, this is the colorway called New Jeans. It's a Really pretty, very fuzzy, 60% merino, 20% alpaca, 20% nylon yarn, fingering weight yarn. I knit this on a US 1. I run these, but you have to do a bunch of 2-togethers and SSKs, which are decreases, and then you have to cast on new stitches, and with a yarn that's very fuzzy like alpaca, it was a pain. It was a pain, but it looks really, really cute. So I like it. It's very fuzzalicious. And then the one I started last night, and I mean just started, it was actually the other color that I used with that shawl. So this is the same dye company, and this is their Partly Cloudy. This is a colorway. I think this is the one that she hadn't actually named yet, or maybe this is a different one. One of them she just was showing on that I have of hers. She was showing on a YouTube video live, and I was like, I want it. And she's like, I haven't named it, and she just sold it to me. But I love this one. It's yellows and grays, and it looks like a little sky. And so that's as far as I've gotten. But look how cute and pretty it's going to be. So that's what I'm working on. There you go. So Bear says she is having a very, very good day. That's awesome. Number 4 acrylic scrap project is a mindless knitting TV watching scrap user Upper African. Oh, like that's the legitimate name of it. Okay, so now I have to look this up. We're going to have to, that's a lot of a name. But I think I've heard of that before. I don't have a lot of space here. I think that's my problem. That's my problem. If anybody does not know what the Wayback Machine is, that is like this interwebs database thing that keeps a bunch of stuff. You can find a lot of old patterns. But here is the Ravelry page for it. And I think you can get there. I'm going to try to link the pattern for you if I can find it. Yeah, I found it. So the pattern that Lefty Crochet and Mirror Knits is talking about is this one. The mindless, put all the words in, Afghan. I'm just gonna do that because that's a lot to type. And that pattern can be found right there on the link that I'm sending in. You call it the mindless blanket. That is a much more better name for it. That's a lot. So it uses worsted weight yarns, 36 inches or longer, 9-inch circular needle. I wish it was like oh, there's photos on the project page. That's very pretty. It's very scrapalicious and I like it. So I can share that with our friends. So this is the pattern link that just got shared in the chat. If you're catching this on a replay, by the way, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Let me know what you're working on. And all these links that we're posting in the live chat can be clicked on during the replay in case you catch this in the after hours, which honestly, this is the after hours for me. I'm usually not up this late or out here this late. But that is very, very pretty. And it has been made quite a few times. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. So as far as scrappy projects, what do y'all like to make with your scraps besides blankets? Is there anything interesting? I really kind of want to do some baskets, but here's the problem with baskets for me. I want to make baskets, but then I just have baskets everywhere. So I need to figure out something that, which are still usable. I thought about doing like scrappy yip yip baskets. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the yip yips, but I love the hanging baskets of them. But I thought it'd be fun just to make them extra scrappy. And then make some of those and hang them places. Seems like there's a better Yip Yip basket than this one I just found. I'm trying to find a good link for one of them. I was crazy and used Judy's Magic Cast on. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, vibrate Yip Yip to hold grocery bags. Oh, my foot's asleep. I like the Yip Yip baskets. I like the hanging baskets. I think I shared a basket a couple weeks ago. I know I did. I'm almost positive. Maybe not. Maybe I had it to save for this coming week. I've tried to make some of those posts in advance because I don't know how my day is going to start. And I've got an eye appointment coming up. So I'm not looking forward to that. I think they're going to probably put me in glasses. I don't know how I feel about that. It's been a while since I've worn glasses. But I can see that I need them in the evenings. But I'm getting closer to the 45 mark. So I guess that's understandable. I just don't want it to be understandable. So you've made that, the big one. So I'm trying to, the basket that I saw the other day, I can look at my history. That's right. I don't know if I clicked on it or not. I may not have clicked on it. I did not. So it's the scrap basket. It's probably like one of the most made scrap baskets in the world. It has almost 2,000 projects. But I really want to make some of these. I did think about maybe making some and lining them with like something with like heavy duty plastic and using them as like a pot cozy for some of my bigger plants, because I have a cactus in the house that it's getting rather large, and it would be kind of fun to have it in a cool basket. I don't know. I may do that. But I do like those scrappy baskets. But I really want to get rid of my I want to get done with my Sophies this year. So that's one of my crafting goals, which I think that would be something fun to talk about. Let's go and talk about that. Hi, Andrea Jones. How are you doing? Hello, Kaylin. How are you doing? My daughter had classmates who would wear glasses without their prescription because they thought it was cool. Yeah, no. I am not looking for, I have some that are readers that I've been having to use, especially at church. I don't know, our lighting in our church is just not good. But in the evenings, I just kind of feel like my eyes are just spazzing out on me. But yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't just wear glasses just to wear glasses. I have glasses. I was given prescription glasses that I'm supposed to be wearing anytime that I'm sitting at a computer. That was 10 years ago. I haven't been back to the eye doctor. So I probably need to. I probably need to go. So let's talk about some project planning, because I think that would be a fun little segment to do. Both my daughter and I, not to mention, they fog up a lot of times. They're just not fun. Not fun. But they are very beneficial, and I know I need them. For 2025, I've decided that I'm going to work on really getting through some stash. And that's why I've been sharing. That's kind of where I was going. So I've been sharing all those free scrappy projects for you all. Is hopefully if you find yourself like me and just wanting to get rid of some yarn and go through some yarn, not really get rid of, but to work through some yarn, then we can conquer this together. We can do it. So I have started planning for that. And I am a planner crazy person. This is my basically third child. And this is where all the magic happens. This really contains everything. If life had a owner's manual, this would be it. And it gets swapped out. I have a yearly book and I have a monthly book. But I need to show y'all my really cute page. Look how cute this turned out. Oh, I'm still small. I'm like going out of the blanket. Look how cute that turned out. One of my other goals is to really read this year. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to go back full screen. I'm really, really rusty. One of my goals this year is to go back to really reading. I want to actually read, but I also want to work through a lot of my pattern books. And so I saw this image. It's kind of like 2 or 3 images together. And I just kind of looked at it and kind of drew it and then put some stickers around it. But anytime I read a book or I work through a pattern book, I'm going to put the book label on my book page and I'm going to track it. And if someone recommends a book to me, I'm going to track that also. Because I thought that would be an encourager for me to get me back to reading. And currently I'm listening to the story about the lady who crossed the Appalachian Trail in 52 when she was 62. It's amazing. It's really good. But I do have a list. I'm doing so many things in 2025. And I do have a crafting section here. So some of the things that I would like to get accomplished in 2025. Number one, I've got to finish my Sophie's Universe. That baby is a beast. I'm on like row number, I think 118. I'm pretty sure, something like that. I mean, I'm pretty far into her, but she needs to be done. And the reason she needs to be done is because I really don't want to do any of these scrappy acrylic projects until I have all the scraps from her, because she's going to have quite a big. I'm on row 86. I thought it was 118. Well, that's a bummer, but that's okay. We'll work through that. I thought it was further than that. But I really want to get her off the hooks and needles. I want to finish my Everlessence wrap. So a while back, I think it was like in April or March, the Knitting Turnpike, who is Gina. And hey, she spins. Hey, Juanita, how are you? Juanita and who was that? Judy's Crochet. Judy's Creations in Crochet. Back all the way in February of last year. Wow, this is almost a year-old whip. That's impressive. Started this knit along for either a knit shawl or a crochet shawl. And I cast this thing on and I did some rows, and then it just kind of like set in area 51. So that is the next thing I want to get off my hooks and needles. And then I want to complete my Romy Hill Mystery Shawl from 2020. So this bad boy is going on 5 years old, which is, it can start kindergarten now, which is very impressive. Very impressive. Let's see what I have going on. Oh, bye, Bear. Hope you have a very wonderful day. Kaylin, I hope you're doing good this evening. Quilty crocheter. Yes, I have to use my stash. I can't get my yarn room. Yeah. That's why I like the mindless blanket. I can add scraps or larger anytime. Okay. So, yes. The kindergartner. Maybe I just change the name of this shawl to my kindergartner. It's really, really pretty. And it's very, very chartalicious. Like it's pretty much just all charge, which I love. Maybe that'll inspire me to do it. And it had this really annoying cast on that took forever. And so that's why I kind of want to work on it. But it's so pretty. So I need to pick that up and finish that up because that baby's 5 years old. And ironically, I started this shawl with Gina also because she's like, hey, let's do this Romy Hill knit along. And I'm like, okay, because I buckled to peer pressure from other knitters constantly. And that's how that kindergartner got born. I also need to finish my Twist and Turns shawl, which is a Stephen West shawl. I want to say that's probably as just as old as the kindergartner. I'm going back. It may come back in a second. There might be a little delay in the screen change. Twist and Turns. Maybe that was 2000. That was 2022. So it's only 2 years old. Well, no, it's 3 years old. It's not as old. And I'm actually, I think on the third or fourth part of this, I'm using these lovely jewels. But I did bring in like this black gray for some stupid reason, and I hate it. So I may have to just rip all that out. I think that's why I put it in timeout. But this was my inspiration photo. And then I went to this, and it's just over there now. It's angry, and it's mad at me. So I got to finish that. Black screen again. It'll come back in it. Yeah, I don't know why it takes forever. I'll leave it up so you can see. I don't know why there's such a delay. But this is the inspiration photo. These two for the Stephen West Twist and Turns. And that's my yarn. And it's super pretty. I want to make it. I just don't know if I love the gray. I don't think I have it over here. It's not. Or I would grab it and show it to you. And then the next thing I need to finish is this Toff mini bag kit. I think I only have 3 of these little guys left. But if I can get these whips done, then I just feel like I can breathe a little bit better and I'm not so stressed. Because that's really all the whips I have left. I did pretty good. I started out last year with like 20-something whips, and I have one. That's done. I don't know why it's showing as a whip. There you go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. So I did pretty good on getting a bunch of whips done last year. Okay, so I'm back. Hello, DIY Creations. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. So those are my whip goals. What goals get done? I also, though, really would like to complete. I have a Toft Woolen String of Pearls monster kit. I want to make that this year. And to kind of help me set myself up for succeeding in all this, I also want to get an X amount of yardage completed every year. Of yarn. Not year, month. So for this month, let me see where my page 6. I do bullet style. So this is my goals. I'm going to get rid of that screen and give it a second to catch up. And I'm showing you this because maybe this is something that you want to try and it might help you get your goals, your crafting goals in order. So I am a mind mapper. I don't know if you remember mind mapping in school when you used to have to write papers. A lot of people hate it. I loved it. I don't know why. It just stuck with my brain and the way that I think. And so I just mind map everything. And I mean, I mind map everything. I've mind mapped setting this whole thing up for the year. There's a mind map about it. But my goals also have a mind map. So my goal is to have 3,000 yards complete a month, at least for this month of January, because I knew it was going to be kind of crazy. So to accomplish that for me, I'm going to first finish this hat, which I did, which this hat was a total of, I need to write that down, 176.8 yards. And so I just have a little space where I can write that total down there. I'm going to do a bank head hat. And that is I think a free pattern. I want to make an arrowhead hat. I've already got the yarn pulled for it. My Sophie's to help me conquer her because I I'm breaking it down in a week thing. So I want to do at least one row a week because she's rather large at this point, and I know my time. So each time I do a row, I'm going to mark it off and then put the date that I completed it. And then I'm also going to do scrappy stuff. So I'm making more mini stockings and more mini socks, or more mini stockings and trees. And then I also want to do some mitered squares on my mitered square blanket and track those. And then I have other where I'll put other things that I decide to craft for this month. But my goal is at least 3,000 yards out into a project this month. I'm allowing myself to count whips. So if I complete a whip that is 4,000 or 2,000 yards, then that can go through that, even if it's just one whip, even though I might have already knitted a large portion of it. That's a lot of yarn a month. Well, you would think so, but it may go black for a second. I'm not going to show you anything. I'm just kind of letting it pull up. I want to show you what I've been doing. So yeah, if I complete the Sophies, that's going to rock out a month. I'm letting that go because I need that win. I need to give myself that little bit of sugar to keep going. So that's going to be my goal. So hopefully my page is pulled up now. Can you see the Ravelry page? I have a bag flying over, so I keep messing with it. I'm sorry. Okay, so 2024. This is my 2024. Everything that I knitted and crocheted in 2024. I didn't do a lot because I have a lot of whips. I started some whips. So I did do like 6,000, almost 6,000 yards. But 23, I did 5,000. If you go back to when I was actually not crazy life, then I did a lot of yardage. So I used to average like 10,000 yards a year, but it's not impossible for me to do 3,000, especially if I can use my whips, because that's an encourager. That's the sugar that's going to get me through it, and I need that. So I'm counting it. And that's why I set a high monthly goal for myself. Yeah, let's see. Where did it go? The 2024 was the year of the whips. I frogged and finished everything from 2020. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations on that. I wish I did that. Thanks for rubbing that one in. Just kidding. That's a lot of yard. Yeah, it is, but I think I can do it. Oh, thank you. I haven't got to be out here hardly at all, which is that's why I still have Christmas. I refuse to take down my Christmas because I haven't got to enjoy it. So it's probably going to come down in February. I don't know. I don't care. It's my space. I can have my little shed time out here with my tree. Bankhead by or let me see. I don't remember. I just have it queued up and ready to roll, like the Paw Patrol. I'm pulling it up. Sorry, I just don't want to lose my fountain pen. I'd be very, 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 very sad. Bankhead by. Did I say? Are you asking about the Bankhead or the Arrowhead? Where is that at? Bankhead. Oh, Bankhead by Susie Gourlay. That might be how you say her name. I don't know. I'll drop the link because, I can't pronounce anything. It's just kind of a very basic beanie, but it's just really pretty. It has a twisted rib cast on, and then it looks like maybe knit 4 with a purl in between. It's just really simple and pretty. I want to use a really pretty green for it. It's in my queue. Have I already picked what I'm going to use for it? No. But it's just something on Mindless Knit. And I need to cast that on, like, for real this weekend or this week. I was off work for 6 months. Oh, yeah. Oh, no problems, Juanita. The Bakery Bear one. Is there? Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, but I can't visualize it right now. Bakery Bears. I know they have a lot of the little. They do a lot of the socks, right? Isn't that the Bakery Bears K something? Yeah. I'm gonna find the hat that you're talking about, and I'll link it. I love all their sock patterns. So the Bankhead, I see they have a pink sugar, a prairie hat, an autumn snow, and an angel hat. I'm trying to think who has the other Bankhead. But I know what you're talking about, Bankhead. Who has that? Now I'm just curious. And you're probably yelling at me, but I'm looking at a different screen. I don't know. Dragon Horde Yarn has one. I think hers is Crochet. It is. It's super cute, though. I need to drop that for y'all. I like her yarn. Is she just selling the pattern? Oh, she no longer is selling the pattern. Or maybe she's just selling it on her Etsy. Nope, her Etsy's closed. I don't know. No point in linking that. I'm sorry. Sorry to build your hopes and dreams up. But yeah, so like I haven't got that much crafting time, and that's why I want to set goals for myself and really force myself to have crafting time. Because things are kind of slowing down now with Mama. When she first got out of the hospital from having her pacemaker, it was a lot. It was a lot on me. But now we're kind of getting more in a routine, and I think they're about to start her therapies back up where somebody comes out to the house. So that really helps me a little bit to have some sense of, I don't even know. But it's getting to where I can kind of sit over there and craft and not have to be, and just be in the moment with her, and spend time with her. So I'm really wanting to get more crafting done for that way over there with them. What have you been up to, Juanita? And hello, Tank. Yeah, I hopped on after D just because I haven't been on YouTube or put up a video in about a month. So that's been interesting. But we're talking about crafting goals and crafting things. And so it's going to be the year of the stash for me. And just really working through some of this yardage. And I'm thinking about doing a charity drive with cat mats and providing them for a local shelter. Because I think there's 3 cat rescues here in my area. And I know that they can use those, and they'll probably greatly appreciate them for the cats. Working on hats and a cardigan. My goal is to finish these 5-ear socks. Okay, so you have a kindergartner too. I don't feel so bad anymore. I don't want to talk about how old my Sophie's is. She's beyond kindergartner. Like, she's probably a high schooler at this point. Let's just see. My footrest broke off my chair. I got to get another screw. So I'm just keep looking to put my foot on this thing, and it's just kind of dangling. Sophie was started in 2016. Sophie's almost 10. Wow. You're the stash for Tank 2. Nitpicks Foxglove Fleecy Sock Yarn. Oh, I love the Fleecy Sock Yarn so much. always have like really great colors. And it always, the sport weight one they have is like so thick and bouncy. 3 whips Friday. Oh, that's awesome that you finished 3 and started 3. That is awesome. I think what I'm probably going to do is finish this little tree, hopefully tonight, and then possibly do a round on Sophie's tomorrow, because I don't have any plans tomorrow besides sitting and knitting. I'm just going to sit and knit and crochet the entire day away. That's my goals. Possibly Wednesday too. I don't know. And make crock pot stuff. I do have to go buy some groceries at some point. And then I may try to pick up that shawl from Judy and Gina's Craft Along, because it's more of a scrappy shawl for mine, and I think I can knock. It's just garter. I just need to take it in the house and work on it and get that knocked out. I'm going to take a lot of projects in tonight and work on them. I am. That's what I'm going to do. But I do have to finish editing that one video. And then hopefully record another video this week for you all, showing you some new things, and go from there. I don't know. Lefty Crochet Marionette said, items for a local pregnancy rescue resource center, a local homeless outreach. Okay. My 2025 crafting goals reflect what I want to make for them. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm wanting to work through a lot of my acrylic. My goal, so last year, K&K Crochet had the Bumblebee Mountain Outreach thing going on, and they collected hats. I only sent her 2 hats, and I wanted to send more hats. So to make sure that I am able to accomplish that this year, I'm going to try to make a hat to donate to her event a month. That's my goal. So that's what this hat's going to be for her Bumblebee Mountain Outreach donation drive. And then I'll pick another hat for next month to do that. And plus that gets, at least 100 and something yards out of my stash every month, guarantee. And it's a hat. It doesn't take very long, especially a crochet hat. And to be quite honest with you, I am not a very good crocheter. So forcing myself to make something besides stuffies makes me do better at being a better crocheter. So I showed this earlier. Oh, hey, Honey Cat, how are you? So there's a link for this hat up in the chat. It's a free pattern. It's actually a YouTube tutorial, but I just used the printed pattern. I know people love the tutorial, so I want to make sure I link that. But it's the braided something cable hat, and I used Lion Brand Heartland in the Badlands colorway. Yarny Cat says, I am going to try to finish a baby blanket tomorrow. You're snowed in. That's not fair. I want to have snow. I want to have snow so bad. We just saw it today, and that was it. Hopefully you don't have lose power or anything. See, that's the problem about where I live. In Alabama, you snow, you lose power, and it's kind of miserable. But I still want it to snow. So pretty much anybody that I talk to, and they're like, oh, I hope it didn't snow, and then I express my want for it to snow, they just look at that like they want to stab me with their eyeballs. But I still want it to snow. You've not Lefty Crochet and Marinette said, I've not recorded a video since going back to work in November. Yeah, it's really, really easy to fall into a no record rut. Ask me how I know. Because the last video that I put on my channel was that November video. And like I recorded stuff right before I left to go on our winter retreat with the kids, the youth group, but I didn't have time to edit it. And so that's why I'm trying to get it edited and get that up. Honestly, though, it doesn't bother me. I've realized that I love this channel, but for me to want to make this something that continues, I'm not going to allow the channel to stress me. And I don't want to feel like I don't want to feel pressure to put up videos at all. I mean, granted, it is what it is. I'm not stressing about it. So if I get one video out a month, I'm okay with that. I still get to hang out with all you. But right now, I'm having a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just doing what I can do. Doing what I can do. Let's see. I'm going to try to make... Oh. Yep. Doing what you can do. Yarny Cat says, Kay says, same girl. Yarny Cat says, we got enough for everyone, but we have power, so that's good. Yeah. So the other day, I can't even remember. Oh, this is crazy. It was like beautiful weather. We're sitting there and the power blinks. It goes off and it blinks. It goes off and it blinks. And then it just goes off. So we call the power company and they're like, we have no idea why your power is out, but your whole road is out of power. So we start looking around. We go on a little drive, and down the road from our house is a dump, like a dump field thing where they get dirt and stuff. And one of the dump trucks backed up into a telephone pole so hard that the telephone pole broke about 6 feet up and was just kind of laying straight on the ground like this. All the wires, the internet, everything was just broken in half. And it was like, might have been was it New Year's Eve? Might have been New Year's Eve. And so it took from 10 o'clock in the morning when this happened to like, I think it was like 11 or 12 or 1 before they got the power back on. And we didn't have internet for like 2 days. But we're just not a priority. They were just like, it's only like 100 homes. It's fine. They'll be fine. We didn't have anything. It was kind of frustrating. And I'm glad that the dump truck operator is okay, but I really hope, and I hope he kind of had to get some kind of wrote up or something about that, because there's a bunch of older people that live on our road. And when we were trying to figure out what was going on, this lady came up to us in a car, and she was like stressing out because her husband's on an oxygen machine and there's no electricity. And she was asking us if we knew when they were going to get it back on. And so I guess they're going to go to like family house. But when, you put people in danger like that, and then being a holiday and it taking forever to get the power fixed, somebody's got to be held accountable, unfortunately. So I kind of hope, I'm glad he's okay, but I kind of hope he got reprimanded. I guess that's the word. So he's not as careless next time. But yeah, it was a hot mess. And they had to bring out a whole brand new pole and put it out. And just our little road, no power. This yarn is so pretty. See the yellows and the grays. And then, it's my sugar cookie stitch marker. Yeah, she was really, really scared. And I don't blame her. I mean, we've never met her before. So I didn't want to be like, we had a generator, but it was taking everything just to get it, to keep our refrigerator going. Because we have the majority of all the food for us and my in-laws, because we cook for them. So and I felt really bad for them. And there was no warning. Like, it was just kind of, and the power company wouldn't even tell people when it was off, while it was off, when it was coming back on. They just said they had no update, no idea, which, when your life depends on it, it's very scary not to know. But the way the guy down there who was having to wait because they were closed because the power was out. So somebody had to stay because there's a gate and people will go in there. So somebody actually just sit there out in the cold the entire time waiting for the power company to come back. He kind of seemed like it was accidental, but it was definitely preventable. And he was not happy. We went down there couple of times to check on him because he just sat in his car the whole time. And I offered to bring him coffee and lunch, but he didn't want anything. I offered several times. I was going to make him coffee and food because I felt bad he had to sit there. But if he left, no one would have got power on because he would shut the gate and then the power couldn't come, and you couldn't even go in there and put the pole up. We had a truck slid off the road, flipped 1,000 gallons. Oh, chocolate poured out. Wow. That's really sad, actually. Thank goodness on the road. Aw. I'm glad. I hope the little driver's okay, but oh, that chocolate. They should have that. I don't know if our area does. Our area is an area that does get quite hit a lot with tornadoes and stuff. So we do have a lot of storm shelters, but in the non-stormy times, those are all locked, so you can't even get in them. And it's such a small rural area. There's not that many open businesses on holidays or around holidays. Everything closes so early. So that's definitely a downfall. Yeah, that's what we told them. But she said they had family. I guess they were going there. Most of the people around here do have generators because when we lose power, it goes off for so long. And it's so common for the power to go out because of trees. They're supposed to ride around every year, and they're supposed to like cut the side of the trees around the power lines to prevent them for the limbs breaking off and falling on the lines. But they don't do that. So then what happens is they do fall on the lines, and it just like creates chaos every time. Every time. Mirror Crochet, Lefty Crochet and Marinette says the landlady has a generator. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's, you never know when you're going to lose the power. I know generators are no fun to have to buy, but sometimes it's just safer and sorry than chance not having one. But she was really nice. And they did finally get the power on. And it did take forever to get the internet on again, but it could have been worse. I was actually kind of impressed that they were able to get it done within 24 hours because the way the pole was broke so bad. And it had been raining, and it was just a hot mess. A hot mess. It was so cold and dark. This has alpaca in it also, and it keeps grabbing and splitting. So what are y'all's, besides, let's see. We have, as far as goals, working through stash. Working on some 5-year-old kindergarten socks. That's Juanita. And then making a bunch of donations. So for donations, if anyone who is watching this wants to maybe make donations and use up some of their stash, there's a lot of great places that you can do that. And you can send them in. So as far as in the YouTube community, you have the, why did that word just leave my head? Oh my goodness. Boggy Creek. So last year I made a Boggy Creek blanket, but they take blankets for Boggy Creek, which is in Florida. That's a great place to use up a lot of acrylic yarns because that's what they need. It's quick to wash and it's easy to wash, and they will take your blanket. And I will link that information below. You can also just use hashtag Boggy Creek to find information on that. The best way to get info, where is her thing? Did I not tag that? Let me get a link for Boggy Creek for y'all to put in the thing. She's Got Yarn always has stuff going on about Boggy Creek. I'm going to tag her video. Her handle is always odd to me. Make sure I have So her channel is right here. You can check out her channel for information if you would like to knit or crochet a blanket for Boggy Creek. Another great thing to do for Boggy Creek or for using up your stash is going to be K&K Crochet's Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. Why can I not speak? I think she starts collecting hats all year long. K and K. And so that is this link. And then if you need other places, I have a list going on my website, which I really need to update. But on my website, there's all these things you can click on, and it takes you to what is required from that organization to donate to them. And that's the link I just posted. So there's the Crying Purple campaign. I think they do that every single year. So I usually just make purple hats for them. Little hats, big hearts. They use red. The link is down. I need to fix that link. For whatever reason, they've changed the link. So I'll have to go and fix that. There's the Brave Beanies. There is the Lioness Project, Crochet for Cancer, Foster Care to Success. And then there's the Stitch with Love that they usually do every year. The Hallmark channel, I think, leads that up. But those are some great places you can make things and donate as well. As far as local pet shelters are a great one. Around here, I do donation drives for our local Save a Life for baby hats and for baby booties. So if you ever want to make baby hats or baby booties, you can always send them to me, and I will make sure that they get in the hands of that facility. And then there's the Knitted Knockers. But a lot of places around here will not take handmade items anymore. Like it used to be, you can knit and crochet for the police department, for little stuffies for kids, or the fire department. And they just will not take them anymore. Or they don't around here. I don't know if they do that where y'all are, if they've changed that as well. And then there is, where is it? I saw another place the other day. Knit a Square is one. And that's part of the Warm Up America. I'm going to drop that down below. And then I just got something the other day from Project Amigo. I've done a donation drive for them before. They're out of Mexico. And let me see if I can find the link. They like to have little squares. Oops. So let me find that and don't link that for y'all. So their page for about their donation stuff can be found here. If you're interested in that. They're a nonprofit as well. But those are some ideas on ways you can make things and use up your yarn this year and donate and enjoy it while you're crafting it, but then also enjoy it by letting someone who needs something have it. So there's just some ideas for you. But that's all I got. I have to go take a phone call. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me because it's been a while. I will have a video out in a few days. And see, Knit for Brains also collects granny squares, and she and her mom will turn them. Okay, yeah, Knit for Brains. That was the other one I think I was looking for. Thank you. Because I actually bought a project bag from them the other day. So I'm going to link their YouTube channel down below as well. Thank you so much for telling me that. All right, there we go. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kayleen. Yeah, I remember there was another one, but I couldn't think what it was. I'm tired. I'm also very rusty. Very rusty. But thank you all for hanging out with me this evening, because I just needed to have some yarn conversation. And I try to have that with my family, but I'm a boy mom of teenagers, and they just look at me like I'm crazy. So I appreciate you coming hang out with me in Yarnatopia. And I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Goodbye, hugs, lugs, and stay warm and cozy.